It's the podcast that has a one-night stand with you and cooks breakfast in the morning when you just want it to leave already. It's Power Word Roll.
Where we last left our players, they were being taken in by the Warlock Finders.
That's enough jokes for today. We're in prison and we're dying.
Yes, you were taken in by the Warlock Finders who tracked down those treasonous individuals that make pacts with powerful beings. You were taken by them and teleported to the Arcane Clink, which is a large island prison. You're left alone in the room once again. There's the contraption in front of you, and then there's Saloon's eye resting atop. And a while passes before you hear a noise. Hear whirring and buzzing. You see tiny little metallic dragonflies. They're eating away at the bars, and then they sort of clink off one by one. You see all the little dragonflies buzz and exit. And then you just see a grappling hook just grab onto the side, and you hear the rope sort of tense as somebody's climbing up. And then eventually, stumbling through, you see a dwarven woman who just sort of lands on her back. Oh! And you see Sherry, having landed on her ass, just pulled through the window.
And we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you're in a different place.
We haven't seen her since we
haven't seen
started.
You don't know what happened to her.
That's fine then. Yep.
Oh shit, she's like, great, the eye. See ya.
No, she sort of slumps down. Oh, lands on her ass. Oh, Kia!
Sherry, what?
There you are! You were right! You were absolutely right! She's sort of like jumping towards the window. She can't reach it.
Wait,
now.
Who else is there?
Wait, and you can see that then just
If
pulling
that's
over.
Doug, I'm gonna go ape shit.
Pulling over is Jack.
Oh, thank God.
As he just sort of like leverages himself and falls on the other side on top of Sherry.
This is
Sorry.
the best comedy duo.
Yeah, I love it.
This is the comedy duo we deserve to fuck up our rescue.
Yes.
You can see the window is very small, so it's lucky that a dwarf and a halfling were the ones to come here.
I thought Jack was just a child. I didn't think he was
No,
a
he's a
halfling.
He's a
he's a
halfling.
teenager, but he's a halfling.
I don't know how I missed that.
You thought we were infantilizing him for just no reason.
Yeah, I thought he was fucking
Just because he's short.
Yeah, I thought it was just a small boy.
Oh no, he's a halfling.
No.
You learn something new
He's actually
every
really
day.
tall for a halfling. So.
You learn something new every episode.
Kia!
Jack.
You're here. Hello. I came. I'm here. I'm doing a rescue. I found Sherry. Yes. He found us. Actually, we were searching for you. It's a long story.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't really do much.
Yeah, it's not really a long story time right now. Give me a second. And you can see he gets out his tinkerer's tools and he starts fiddling with sort of the machine that was at the bottom with the glyph that was keeping you suspended, and eventually clicks, and there's a sort of a noise of deactivation and you just sort of fall, and you feel really weak.
I just sort of stumble forward, basically, just into Jack's arms.
Oh, and he sort of embraces you as well, and then he just goes to kiss you.
Yeah.
Well, that's adorable. That's absolutely. I didn't realize. Oh, sorry, young love. You know, I'm a divorced woman. It's nice to see.
Oh, we do learn something new every episode.
Yeah.
You already knew that, but it was a long time ago.
I remembered.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You like
right.
Sherry more than you like Dustin.
Yeah.
I like Sherry more than I like Greg. And I'm playing this bastard.
Sorry. Okay. So the plan is. Oh, there's the thing.
Yeah. It's pretty hardwired into that machine. That machine don't get in the way of it.
No, don't worry. I can do it. I can. And then you can see that he starts clambering onto it.
He takes one step forward, immediately blasts into atoms by the machine.
It only does disintegrate, and
Yeah,
he's gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sherry's like, and now you're divorced too.
And goes for a high five.
You can see he clambers up on top of it. He gets out a wand, holds it to it, and starts sort of chanting a little bit before he gets out his tinkerer's tools, and then starts to sort of pick at it. And eventually there's a similar kind of noise as he releases the eye and pulls out a bag of holding,
Nice.
which he plants it inside. Okay, they can't find it in here. Sherry, can you get the door?
I mean, There'll be guards everywhere.
I know, but we came in pretending to be wine merchants, and we can't...
Wait, that works in a prison?
Well, we had a guy to forge the documents. Yes, yeah, actually.
I hate him so much!
The only good character in this campaign is back again.
We did have, actually. You remember Manfred?
How could we not remember Manfred?
The mouth breathes.
Mouth-breathing, document-forging, plot-useful Manfred.
I didn't realise that'd be such a negative response to Manfred. Poor guy.
I hate him so much.
That's what his wife said. So, right, I'll get the door. We came in as wine merchants, yes, with forged documents, trying to sell holy wine. Somehow, worked fine. We got to get in here. We via teleportation with a load of shoddy wine, by my estimates. And the only way out is for us to get to the teleporting chamber now.
But, Ian, Greg, Dr. Gainsborough, they're all...
Oh, don't
somewhere
worry.
else.
Cora and Doug are going to get them out. And we're going to
I hate that!
I get the good rescue party!
You see, we could get through this small window, but there's a bigger window over there. So, the others couldn't get through this one. So we had to go in two different ways.
Why the fuck is Doug coming to rescue us?
You'll have to ask him.
Otherwise he's going to get murdered and mind-wiped by an aboleth. That is why.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, the thing he was smuggling is also here with us.
Yeah, but, get the thing. Maybe get Kia.
I'm going to
Why
dramatically push him off the top of this building at the end.
Yeah,
Don't
good.
worry.
So as Sherry is picking the lock, we cut back to the cell with Ayun and Greg and Dr. Gainsborough.
I think we're playing some dumb, handy game. Some sort of complicated paper, rock, scissors. Slapsies. Greg and Ayun are playing slapsies. and
Go Team Greg!
Gainsborough, I will not forget this. And
Look,
I backhand Greg.
Do you?
Oh, good hit.
Yeah, it's advanced slapsies.
So if you flinch one more time, I get to hit you for free, and I'm not going to hold back, okay? So I'm just letting you know the rules. You just warning you before it happens.
I supported you for the last 3 days in this. This is an ongoing tournament. I've just switched allegiances. I've got to support the winning side.
I look at him, I put my finger out, and I just say, "You're next, Gainsborough."
And with that, Greg's meaty hand makes contact with Ayun's cheek.
A thick slap.
And
Ow!
Ayun, you're hit backwards, you land on your back, and as you turn, you just sort of see the window, and you see that the bars are just rusting rapidly.
Gainsborough,
What?
you're not doing that, are you?
Doing what? Oh.
What the fuck?
And you can see that the bars just sort of give way, they crumble into dust, and a grappling hook lands inside, pulls up, and gets to the ledge.
I look at Greg and I say, "Those bloody seagulls are cleverer than I thought they were."
Greg gets up and runs over and looks out the window.
And you can see, just as you run to look over, your face just meets up with Hakor's as he just pulls over the ledge.
Hakor! And then he he grabs him by the collar to stop him falling backwards and pulls him through the window.
Hello, Greg.
I hug Hakor!
I hug Hakor!
It's good to see you, friends. It's been so long.
I think we're all hugging Hakor when the face.
No, Greg isn't.
You don't
And
want to hug
Gainsborough's
Hakor?
injured. Gainsborough's got broken
Dr.
ribs or
Gainsborough
some
doesn't
shit.
know who this is.
No, you don't want to hug Hakor.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, Ayun hugs.
I'm hugging Hakor when I see
I'm
over.
hugging Hakor!
I want to hug.
When over his shoulder, as you're hugging him, you just look up for a second and you see Manfred's face. Hello, guys.
Manfred?
Yeah. Hey, Greg.
Greg extends an arm to help Manfred climb through the window.
Oh, cheers, mate.
I'm
cheers.
Look at you not a drop of.
How did you two get here? How did you know where we were? Why are you coming to help us?
How we got here was easy. And you can see he pulls out a scroll, which he hands to you. Opening it, you see a sort of wine merchant company logo and a list of orders.
It's a cartoon of the plan. With little stick figures.
Greg sees it, familiar with drawing pictures. And Greg looks at it for a second and goes, "So you got pissed and you woke up here?"
No.
Kind of similar to me, to be honest.
No, actually, we pretended to be wine merchants, and we got in via that, and then...
That's a lot smarter, Huckle.
Oh, thank you. Well, it wasn't my idea, it was his, and you can see that then Doug's face sort of slowly lifts up from the window.
Greg looks around and just...
What? Look, I come to...
So Conrad just did a what with his arms out, and I just assumed that he let go of the rope and Doug
just
plummeted to his
and
death.
he's dead.
And I was like,
No, he kind of does that with his shoulders, but then pulls over and lets himself in. Well, I come to break you out, and the first thing you're doing is grunting at me, like a little bit of gratitude.
We did steal your thing.
And also, leaving people for dead is kind of your thing.
Look, I only do it when absolutely necessary, firstly.
Greg side-eyes eyeing at that comment.
Also, in my defence, I've changed career path.
I think
We
you
saw-
and Greg are like looking at each other like...
They exchange a glance, and Greg goes, "We saw you in Zujaj talking to that thing, or at least Kia did."
And Aboleth?
Yeah, that was my previous employer, the leader of the Setish. Yep,
Okay,
Yep.
this cell is getting very crowded, and I can hear Manfred from here. So, what is your current employment? Let's speed it up.
Yeah, I think this room would be a lot less crowded without one mind wiped.
Look, okay, I found out that what we were doing was transporting some magical item, right? And this magical item was actually being transported by the Church of the Arcane to Tashmas illegally because they were going to try and take control of the pharaohs. And Setish were being used as a sort of middleman for that. Now, I don't do shit with the church, so I'm okay with doing this. And so I'm here for payback as well as getting you out, because I'm a good boss.
Wow, that was a lot of backstory very quickly.
You asked me to be quick!
Big lord up.
God, let's get out of here. We can deal with your new anti-religion stance later.
It's not new! And you can see at this point, Hakor has already been, waving and rusting the bars of the cell.
Huckle, how come your magic works in here?
It's druidic.
Yes, that must be why mine works as well.
Also, once you get inside, magic works. Once you are outside, magic works. But magic between the two places, very difficult.
I do not know how magic works.
I don't most of the time either. I just know what my mother taught me, and...
I think they exchange a little nod and a wink, and then, so breakout. Woo!
Yes, we know everything about magic.
I am putting an arm around Gainsborough and lifting him out. I'm going to help him.
Hello, everyone.
Let me get that, and then...
You're going to princess carry him?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr...
Don't shake their hands, Gainsborough.
Oh, hello, I'm Doug Harris. And you can see...
Especially don't shake his
They
hand.
go and shake hands.
He's a bit injured, so just be a bit gentle.
No problem. I'm in prison and that. I was in for a while. I understand it. Who's the other guy? Do you fuck him up? Yes. Deception, actually. Not very deceiving. Right, you're a pansy. Yes.
He's an academic.
Right, same thing.
Yeah. Shall we go?
And then at that point, Hakor just kicks down some of the bars. Greg, can you help me?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
He drops Gainsborough.
It's probably best if you help Gainsborough. Manfred, over here. Help this poor man walk.
Oh, okay. And you can see he takes Dr. Gainsborough.
Both, so one
Yeah,
arm
one on each side.
of so it's Manfred. Yeah.
I hate being in this close proximity to Manfred.
Look, I can carry him if you want.
Please don't.
And then Greg goes over and just charges at the rusted bars and just smashes.
Yeah, just straight through them, and
Feels
you're in the
real
corridor.
Sorry. Shh.
But as you say, "Oh," you hear suddenly bell noise that seems to ring and echo throughout the corridor.
Whoopsies.
You see down the corridor Kia running towards you without her hat, without her book, with Jack. I assume they're holding hands?
Yeah, as much as possible when running down a prison corridor.
Yeah, but they're teenagers.
Yeah.
It's not going to be sensible at
Yeah,
these
this
times.
is true. This is true.
So,
We've
okay.
already had Sherry commenting on it, and that's
Yeah.
left us feeling a little awkward.
But you see Kia, Sherry, and Jack all running down the corridor to meet you.
Greg immediately sees him, Kia, and just runs towards them and grabs them both up in one in each arm and just gives them a big hug.
Who?
Kia and Jack.
Kia and Jack. Gives them a hug and he closes his eyes and proper puts them into his matted and kind of gross fur. It's a bit gross, but it's sweet and the intention's there. Then he opens his eyes and sees Sherry and just puts Kia down and puts Jack down and goes, Sherry, you came to rescue us as well?
Well, he did the same for me, so I should afford you that kindness. Managed to persuade him as well. And you can see Doug's down the corridor. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you ran into him already. Well, we can talk about this later. Thank you.
Of course. It's so good to see you.
Where are we going?
All right, teleportation room. Jack, where is that? Oh, so we need to go down 2 floors from here.
Lead the way!
Okay.
I think Greg, for the first time in truly 5.5 weeks, is smiling again. He's actually looking happy.
But it's at this point you see just coalescing on either side loads of these guards with the rapiers and the big hats all come and they draw their swords on either side of you.
Does one of them have my sword?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah,
They've all got standard issue rapiers.
We have no stuff.
That's okay.
You see that the guards all draw their blades and they push back their capes and start to slowly advance. 3 of them on one side, 3 of them on the other, slowly closing in.
Which side is to the teleport where we need to go?
That one! And he points down a corridor.
Everyone, on my mark. Okay, 3, 2, go!
With that, roll initiative. So, at the top of the round is Ayun.
Oh, Jesus. Cool. I would like to do a maneuver. I'd like to do a sweet knee slide and see if I can grab a sword
Okay.
in the process.
Disarming?
Acrobatics is what
Yes,
I'm
an
looking for.
acrobatics check.
Will an 18 do it?
Yeah. Okay.
So, as soon as Greg says go, Ayun runs forward, does a foot push off the wall, and then does a knee slide, Matrix style, so he's like really far leaned back, slides under someone's legs and manages to grab their sword at the last second. And then when he comes out the other side, he does like a handspring up and then stabs someone in the back.
Nope, you don't. That was your action.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can just enter an on-guard pose.
I go on guard.
Yes. With that, it's Kia's turn.
I assume there is no obvious way to get past these guys.
Nope, there's one corridor.
Cool.
You can cast prepared spells which require only verbal and or somatic components when deprived of your focus.
Oh, anything that's not material.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
that's
it makes
not
sense.
material or
shit.
Okay.
you can use.
Ah! Well, you know what does no material components? Sweet Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
There's no point trying to hide it. You're in prison for
Oh,
being
yeah,
a warlock.
no, they know
Just-
why I'm here. Although...
Just go warlocking about.
Ooh, no, hang on. You know what else has no material components? Crown of Madness.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Turning round and seeing the 3 guards that are still approaching from the direction we're not going, I would like to stare at the one in the middle and cast Crown of Madness.
Okay.
So it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
So they have +0. So that is a 10.
That fails.
So you can see this guy with a goatee, gaunt-looking guy.
I just turn around and stare down this guard, which there's a good chance I've seen this particular guard before.
He's fed you.
Right, you just see these chains start to wrap around just above his head, then clamp onto his head, and you see his eyes just go like completely purple. While staring at him, just sort of give a jerk of the head to the left and command him to attack.
His body's like a puppet almost, lurches round and just... The guy on his left totally saw it coming from the big jerky movements and just jumps completely out of the way as the sword bashes against the wall. Those 2 are now in combat. The third one is unsure of what's going on, but he missed completely, unfortunately. So
It's going to be a really awkward next shift for them.
they're both going to try and do non-lethal damage against him. One misses, the other one butts him on the side of the head and jerkily turns back to face him. Then, on the other side of the corridor, the guy without a sword starts patting his side and then turns around to face you and says, "That one!" And another one swings around and pushes his sword against yours.
Bit forward.
And then he's going to try and stab at you. And misses, I imagine you like...
I'm just like, feels good to have a sword in my hand. But these are very substandard.
And you're just there knocking blades, like butting around, doing actual proper fencing with this guy. Then it is Greg's turn.
Fantastic. So, seeing what's happened, I think Greg shouted go and then got ready to move, and everyone's already moved. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, action stations. We're fighting." So, Greg's gonna rage. If that's all right.
Yeah.
Greg starts charging the guard who's still facing the group. As he's walking, this blue energy raises up around him. Greg lowers his head and just swishes it to the side as he kind of gets into the guard's range to try and knock his sword out the way and gore him and / hit him against the wall / general horn attack.
Okay, roll to hit. You get multi-attack for this as well, don't you?
I do. I'm going to make it reckless.
Ooh.
Oh, a terrible rolls, an 11.
Does not hit. You just sort of go past him. He jumps out of the way.
And then Greg swings back the other way to try and hit him again.
Okay.
Well, that's much better. 23.
That hits.
I'm going to attempt to push him back as well.
Yep.
Hopefully into another guard. That'd be funny.
Okay.
Can he make a strength saving throw?
14?
No, that doesn't quite make it.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's push back 10 feet and prone, I think.
Okay, so he just stumbles back into the guard that lost his sword, who's just sort of watching this happen, and he didn't expect it to go this way.
Actually, can Greg step over them and just...
Yeah, you can do that.
Fantastic, yeah, he steps awkwardly... Oh, sorry about that. Steps over them.
This guy's got like a gash down his side from your horn.
You've been torturing me for 6 weeks, but I'm terribly sorry it went down
I'm
like
really sorry that had to happen this way.
I'm sorry I didn't kill you in one hit, but next time...
Next time I won't leave you alive, bastard.
And so, then it is everyone else's turn, all of the gang. Manfred is just focusing on helping Dr. Gainsborough sort of hobble towards the end of the corridor. Hakor turns back and fires, just obviously to try and push them further back so you're not pursued. And Doug is going to run up with his dagger and just stab one of the guys on the floor.
So, Doug.
Ooh, a natural 20! Insta-kills this guy. So you can just see he just goes up and just stabs him in the neck. The guy's dead. And the guy underneath him, who has no sword, and he's just sort of like going backwards. And Doug is going to bonus action intimidate.
Doug's like, I hate religion.
I have a backstory that's very religion-hating oriented.
That's an 18 plus 3. Why don't you just pretend to be dead? Yeah. And just like, like
It still won't save you.
like a cartoon playground death, he just sort of like closes his eyes really tightly and goes on his side.
Sticks his tongue out really stupidly.
Revenge of the Sith style just crawls into his body. He crawls into his carcass for warmth.
Sherry is going to take out her axe as she firebolts, but unfortunately she misses completely. And with that, it is then Ayun's turn again.
Ayun has a sword, so shit's gonna get real. I would like to begin the stabbing.
Yep.
Well, that was a close one.
Yeah. It was a 6, and it just slow motion ticked over for a 21.
Oh, and yeah, that hits.
And I get 2 hits now a turn. 'Cause I'm level
Ooh,
6.
yeah.
16?
16 does hit.
Okay, so that's 2 hits.
So you can use sort of fencing away, and he's trying to predict your movements. Ayun's left-handed, right?
Yeah.
So you can see this guy's obviously been trained to fight with right-handed swordsmen,
Like
and he's
an
just
idiot.
not ready for it. He doesn't know, like quite how to maneuver. He's trying to work in reverse.
Ayun looks this guy in the eye and realizes it's the same guard who dropped off the bruised Gainsborough earlier.
Yeah.
And now it's personal. He's gonna do a slashing flourish and go for the extra damage. You bastard. And his hand and his nose are gone. He goes to the ground, there's
right.
blood coming out of his face. He's taking his face.
He's like holding on
And
to
I
it.
just kick him over.
Kia's turn.
Cool. Kia is going to use her action to direct the guy under this control to attack the other one.
Okay.
And I assume we now have somewhat of a clear corridor to run down
Yeah,
with these bodies. So I'm going to, for movement, she's just going to start running.
Dash
however
basically to
far
the
we
end of the
get.
corridor. So the Crown of Madness guy hits.
You know they're gonna put this guy on the television and he's gonna be like, Warlocks are so evil, it made me go mad and kill somebody.
Yep.
They'll go, yeah, sure thing, warlock. And walk away.
But yeah.
Sounds like something a warlock might say.
The one on the right is going to then go non-lethal damage against the Crown of Madness guy as well. And you can see that they're just sort of going backwards and forwards, brawling. And then it's Greg's turn.
Greg's going to pick up this handless, noseless dude and just take like a 2 steps forward and lob him over the party to bowling ball style knock the 3 guards to the ground who are fighting.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Fantastic.
You're raging.
I'm raging. Can I have advantage on
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Sorry,
you do.
it's
It's a strength check. You're angry.
21.
That definitely does it.
Yeah, with a wet squelch, Greg grabs him off the floor
Ah!
and just takes a step and throws him. And in the air, he turns sideways and hits all 3 of the guards on the other side, and they all just go to the floor. Dead man on top of them.
As he lands, he sort of slides and there's just
Red
leaves a
smear.
trail, like a smear,
Oh, that's
as he hits them all and they all stumble over.
Everybody run! And then Greg, the blue energy just instantly vanishes. Greg shakes his head slightly and then runs off.
Okay, and so you start running downstairs. You run around a corner, you run down several corridors. You can see that there are lots of cells filled with other people. You would have realised this before, but all the cells have arcane locks on them.
Oh, these are arcane locks. They don't know the knock spell.
Seems like we need an arcane knock.
But you get to the next...
There's my friend, Arcane Brock. How did you get tied up in all this?
My frying pan is now a drying pan!
Well, I was there behind this arcane rock.
And so you're running through the corridors, and eventually you go down until you reach the lower level, and you can see that there's just these two junior mages, it seems. They see you coming down this spiral staircase, get really scared, and just start to construct a big stone wall blocking your way.
Did we see how thick the stone wall was?
Didn't seem super thick. It was a rushed effort.
Couldn't Greg just try and crash straight through it?
Yeah.
I'm going to take advantages if that's alright, because my bear aspect gives me advantage on strength to push, pull, lift, or break objects.
Yeah, sure. yeah.
Level 6.
I didn't even think of that when writing this.
Awesome. 23.
Ooh, yeah, no. So you just sort of... How do you...
a monocle-shaped hole in the wall. And just go... at the two mages.
You can see both of them just run away off down different corridors.
Greg pops his head back through the hole. The coast is clear. Off we go. Come on.
We clamber through.
And you can see now that you're faced with 3 different directions. Prison controls, storeroom, and you see teleporter.
The storeroom might be where our weapons and equipment and stuff is all held in.
But Greg, we need to get out in time,
Go to teleporter. I'll go to storeroom.
I'll come with you, Ayun.
Jack, take Kia.
No, I'm coming with you.
Right, you two with me. Everyone else, we'll see you at the teleporter. Come on, quick.
But what about what about the other prisoners? We can let them out.
It is a prison. Some of these people must be here for a reason.
They're here because they are warlocks.
We need to...
Between you and me, Hako, warlocks are dangerous. And I do hate them. We've just found the nice one. No, of course not.
I hated warlocks until I had a friend for a warlock.
It's so crazy. I had you 5 warlocks come into my home, and I treated you like a human being, and I think I'm ready to be friends with warlocks now.
Yes. These warlocks redid my house.
Yes.
Thank you for listening
Warlocks bought
to
me
Power
shit.
Word Roll. If you enjoy the show, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Otherwise, a positive review is the best way to help us out. The best place for those is on iTunes. All our social media at linktree/powerwordroll. That's linktr.ee/powerwordroll. But for now, from Annie, Naomi, Henry and myself, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.
I also interrupted saying, perfect there. One last time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's on me.
I would like to do a maneuver. Yes,
Perfect.
no?
Yeah.
I'd like to do a maneuver.
Cool.
I would like to...
Do a maneuver?
Fuck you!